Well, nothing like a 4-2 day and losing money. Yes, that's correct. We had a 4-2 day today and lost money. So these were the picks, full transparency. Let me just get this out of the way and then we'll get into all of the Thursday games. Maybe not every single one, but most of them. So we had Butler on the money line. Easy cash. Butler on the money line was also our whiteboard winner. That is now 2 in a row and 7 wins in my last 12 picks. So definitely drop a like on the video and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll be updating that whiteboard as I do every single fucking day. Try to get you guys the third winner in a row here on the channel. So I will update the whiteboard with a free pick in today's video, as I always do. But the picks that we gave out to members, Butler on the money line, easy cash, sweat free the entire game. TCU minus 4.5 in Morgantown over West Virginia, easy cash the whole entire way, sweat free. The Warriors in the NBA minus 3 over the Bucks, absolute blowout, sweat free entire game, easy cash. A money line parlay, Michigan State and Iowa State, a little bit fortunate to get that one. And then our 2 losing plays happen to be our 2 biggest plays. The plays we put more money on. Iowa State minus 6.5 was a 3-unit play. And Minnesota at home, a spot that's been virtually invincible all season long, coming up a half a point short to Penn State with a cover. Now they get a chance at the same 5.5 number against a horrible, abysmal Indiana program, and they fucking, not only do they not cover, not only do they lose outright, they get punked by Indiana. Minnesota's fucking banned, done with them. Fuck that team. Fuck the Big Ten in general. Just fuck the Big Ten. I don't know, man. I just don't like the Big Ten. That's all I got to say about that. Fuck the Big Ten. Seriously. Fuck you guys. Are you part of the Big Ten? Fuck you. Dude, give me one of those back, and it's a huge day. So it's not a huge losing day. We lose about a unit. Nothing, big deal. It's one day in March. Still going to be a great month. Still up in the green for the month as a whole here in March. But if I could just get one of those home teams, just give me fucking one of them. Let's say Iowa State played the whole game like they played the second half. It would have been exactly as predicted, a giant blowout. BYU is overrated. They totally rely on 3-point shots. Iowa State at home versus a BYU team that just beat Kansas and just came back and beat TCU. Was that not enough to wake Iowa State up? Like, you have a team coming into your building that is red hot. That is a ranked team. And you are like, fuck, it looked like they were tranquilized for the first half. Slow. Would not close out on defending the 3-pointer. Guys they just kind of jog a little and just kind of put their hand up. He won't make the shot. I'll just go like this and hope he misses. Swish, swish, swish. Dug themselves a hole. Almost came back and covered. Probably should have. The refs were all over Iowa State all night. Would not let them play defense. Iowa State, why did you wait until the second half to actually play basketball? I just don't understand, with so much on the line. It just baffling. If Iowa State played the normal game that I thought they were going to play the whole time and covered that 6.5, it would have been a monster night. That play alone is a 6-unit swing. The difference of gaining 3 units or losing 3. If we could just get that one back, that would have been like a 5-unit day. I would have made over $500. But you know what? It's college basketball in March. At the end of the day, even stuff that we think we're the most confident with, even when statistics and trends and field goal percentage and analytics and everything is all congruent and it looks like the stars are aligning to go heavy on a certain spot, you just never know. You just never know. These are kids. These are teenagers. And you just never know for certain what you're going to get. And that's why at the end of the day, it's gambling, guys. You got to have unit management. You got to be smart with your money, and you got to look at this thing long term. We took an L today, a small L. Went 4-2 with picks, but lost a little bit of ground today, about a unit, maybe a unit in the third. No big deal. We'll get it back. Still green month, and looking to build on that. So with that being said, if you're interested in my picks on a daily basis, all sports, NBA, NHL, playoffs coming up for both of those, the rest of March Madness, go ahead and click that link in the description or in the pinned comment at the top of the comment section, link to my website. I'm transitioning away from a YouTube membership because my website is going to allow me to be much more thorough and much more detailed when I actually give out my picks. There won't be any type of restriction. I can put in a whole bunch of more reasoning on why I chose that and why I chose to put X amount on that pick. Just a little bit more information for your end as a client. And at the same time, YouTube takes a pretty big cut of what I do earn here on this platform. So the website is just a whole better overall platform. I can give much more information out to you guys. I get a little bit more on the back end myself, keep everything more organized. It's a win-win. You guys can also check out SoBet. The SoBet link is in the description as well. SoBet is a social media platform that I am on as a professional, but there's also about 60 others. Guys that specialize in hockey, soccer, every sport. People on hot streaks, people that do this every day and give out more than one pick. I only give out one pick a day on SoBet, but I do have over a 60% winning percentage over there. And it's only $10 a month. You'll get my pick every single day, and you'll have access to all these other professionals and all of their premium picks. So you can definitely check out SoBet. Highly recommend SoBet. Just hop on the hot streaks of these guys over there. They're making money in addition to me. So check out SoBet if you're interested. I think that's pretty much it. Let's get to Thursday. Let's get some winners. Let's update the whiteboard, make it 3 in a row for you guys for free content, and just get back on track. There is nothing that pisses me off more than going 4-2, almost 5-1, and losing fucking money. What? Are y'all serious? Do you really want my opinion on like Cleveland State at Youngstown State? Do you really want my opinion on this? My opinion's not even worth anything. I'm telling you right now, if you think you know what's going to happen in March Madness in a conference tournament with these shitty, like borderline D2 schools, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. These are dog shit programs. Even a team like Iowa State didn't show up tonight. You think you're going to bet on that and get what you're expecting? Absolutely not. Betting on these teams, I can't stress it enough. It's a waste of fucking time. Fuck these teams. Power 5 where it's at. You got to bet on good players. You got to at least know the team you bet on is going to give a decent effort and have some decent talent. Imagine betting on like a high school, borderline high school team, and they score like 20 points in the entire game as like a 50-point favorite. That's what you get when you're betting on fucking Texas Southern or some shit. Like, stop betting on these games. Stick to Power 5. Save your money. Bet the better stuff. Georgia Southern, South Alabama. I have no fucking idea. Missouri State, Murray State. Halfway decent game here. I'll take Murray State on the money line, -128. Don't lay the 1.5. It'll get you more often than you'd think. Money line, Murray State. Slightly in there. Coastal Lafayette. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna lay the 11.5 with Louisiana Lafayette here. Valpo at Belmont. 12.5, just a steep, man. I was hoping this would be like an 8.5. Valpo, 12.5. Is 12.5 enough to bet Valpo over Belmont? I don't think so. I think you got to lay the points here. Lay the points or nothing. You can't bet Valpo there. Pacific Pepperdine, no clue. Texas State, Southern Miss, no idea. Spread's only 1.5. That seems very odd. The 11 seed versus the 6. Spread's only 1. I guess I'll take Texas State on the money line. Evansville, Illinois State, no idea. Cleveland State, Youngstown State, no idea. Rutgers, Wisconsin, fucking miracle. Power 5 program. Decent teams, decent basketball, not high school teams. Thank you. I'm going to take the 9.5 with Rutgers. Fuck Wisconsin. I'm not buying into this Big Ten bullshit. All these teams suck. Minnesota can't get it done twice in a row at home. And what? Wisconsin's going to win by double digits? No. Wisconsin's going to win this game by 6. Give me 9.5 points with Rutgers. I think they got just enough to stay in this game. Purdue, Fort Wayne, Oakland, no idea. UAB, Temple. I think Temple's starting to overachieve. They had that good little stretch where they're playing decent ball. Nice little stretch there for Temple. UAB, man, that's a coin flip team. UAB could win this game by 10, or this is going to come right down to the wire. I'm going to take UAB on the money line. I'm seeing -137 on FanDuel. I think that's a very fair price. I'll take UAB. Bucknell American, no idea. Lehigh Lafayette, no idea. Navy Boston University, no idea. Jacksonville versus Stetson. Is this March Madness 101? I mean, there's no doubt Stetson should win this game. But if it's an upset, it just adds to the reasoning why I don't bet games like this or level of college play like this. I do it in football too. I'm not gonna bet football with like fucking trying to think of just super low end football team. Like I'm not, it's not even worth me thinking right now. Southern Utah, SF Austin, no idea. South Carolina State, North Carolina Central, no idea. Coppin State, Morgan State, no idea. Utah Tech, UT Rio. Who the fuck are we fucking serious? This is the worst slate I've ever seen in my life. Fuck college basketball today. Northern Kentucky, Wright State, no idea. North Alabama, Austin P, no idea. Cal Baptist, UT Arlington. What the fuck are these high school teams? This is a dog shit, piss poor fucking day of basketball. Don't bet this shit. This is so degenerate. You're going to sit around all day and bet on these fucking schools? Hell no. St. Peter's at Ryder. Ryder's starting to overachieve. They have, I know they're hot. I know they've been playing so good. This is just, they've had to have overachieved. I'll take St. Peter's. I'll take the 1.5. Delaware State, Maryland Eastern Shore, no idea. Utah Valley, Tarleton State. Tarleton's so much better, but 5.5, man. I can't, boy. Slightly into Tarleton State just because they're so much better. Seattle, no idea. Marshall, Georgia State, no idea. Grambling, Alabama A&M, no idea. Missouri Valley State, Mississippi Valley State, Alcorn State. I'll lay the points with Alcorn State minus 17.5. Nicholls State versus Southeastern Louisiana, no idea. Nicholls State vastly overachieved this year. Stay away from them. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Jackson State, no idea. Southern versus Alabama State, no idea. FIU versus UTEP, no idea. Colorado versus Oregon, amazing. Power 5, decent teams, a spread of 2.5. Something we can maybe fucking predict. Fuck, man. Thursday, this is the worst Thursday I've ever seen in my life. Fucking horrible. Give me Oregon on the money line. I've been on Colorado a few times lately, and they've been doing good. I barely missed the cover with Stanford, but I didn't bet that game. I just had Colorado money line in that one in a parlay, which hit. Ah, boy, I'm going to take Oregon here. Oregon at home. I'm not laying 2.5 points. Money line play. FanDuel currently offers Oregon at minus 128. I think that's more than fair. I will take the Ducks on the money line. Milwaukee at Green Bay. I guess I'll take the 1.5 with Milwaukee. I have no idea. Sam Houston State, Louisiana Tech, no idea. Howard versus Norfolk State, no idea. Washington State. I think I'm going to lay the points with Washington State here. They had a couple of those rough games versus the California teams. Lucky to beat USC. Came back and covered against UCLA, but the game wasn't comfortable for them. Took some good ball in the second half. Washington was lucky to escape Arizona State on the road. Washington State has the conference championship to play for here. I'm going to take Washington State at home minus 6.5. Little bit. It feels a little bit high, but I like them here. Give me the 6.5. Or laying the 6.5, my bad. Illinois, Chicago, Southern Illinois, no idea. Arizona, UCLA, give me Arizona. UCLA had that really nice little stretch where they strung together all those wins. It was against the bottom feeders in the conference. Arizona, I think, is in a nice position. How they're not just totally running away with the Pac-12 like Washington State's right there. I think Arizona is in a good competitive spirit right now. The lack of experience on UCLA, I don't know if young players and energy is enough to overcome this particular game and keep it within 8. I just don't see it. I'm going to lay the points with Arizona. UC Santa Barbara, Long Beach State, no idea. Cal Poly, UC Irvine, no idea. UC Davis, UC San Diego, no idea. Arizona State, USC. Boy, this line's moving. It was 7.5. Now it's 8.5. Arizona State had that big, giant Super Bowl win where they took down Washington State at home. At the end of the day, that is a bad basketball team. On the road versus a USC team that's finally healthy and has their full roster and playing better, I'll lay the points with USC. I think that's reasonable. They should win by double digits. Cal at Stanford. Stanford laying 3.5 at home. They're just so soft, man. I know they got the cover against Colorado. They're just so soft. The Pac-12 is difficult to predict. I'm going to take 3.5 points with Cal here. I'm going to take the points with Cal. And to end the night, this horrible, god-awful night, Utah, Oregon State, a 7.5 point margin. And I'm going to take the points with the home team here. I'm going to take the 7.5 with Oregon State. I think this one should be pretty competitive. And that's Thursday. And this was a horrible video, my worst yet. Don't waste your time. This is a terrible video, guys. Or a terrible slate. Okay, I'm going to match energy here. Tuesday and Wednesday, we had a bunch of good basketball. Great games, entertaining. It was a lot of fun. Thursday, ugly slate, ugly games. I'm not going to put a whole lot of stock into these games because I don't want you guys to be risking money on games like this. Don't do it. Do you see the games on Saturday? Like, seriously, do you see the games on Saturday? They are so good, and there are a couple spots that are so profitable. Please save your money for Saturday. It's only 2 days away. If you can just hold on to that money for 2 more days, you're going to be able to absolutely flourish on some amazing games, and I recommend you do that. Let's go ahead and update the whiteboard here. At least get you guys a winning pick on this god-awful shitty Thursday. What are we going to do here, man? What are we going to do here? You know what? Let me just double check here, but I think I know where we're going to go for win number 3. Yeah. Let's do it. Give me the Beavers, man. Give me Oregon State catching 7.5 at home. I think they're going to put up a good fight in this one and probably lose by about 3 or 4 points at the end, maybe even up to 5, depending on how the fouls at the end of the game go. But I think this is going to be a good competitive game. I'll take points with the home team in Oregon State. Hopefully we can hit 3 in a row and make it 8 out of our last 13 and really start ramping up that. Wow, look how nicely I wrote that. Because my handwriting is dog shit, and that's pretty clean. What do you guys think? Is that decent handwriting on the board today? Nice. Maybe that'll result in a 3rd win. I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and please, tomorrow again, probably gonna be a shitty video. I'm just gonna keep it real. Probably fucking dog shit video. Terrible content tomorrow. Saturday. Do not miss my Saturday video. It will greatly benefit you. See you in the next one.